Hey, if you'd asked me 34 years ago what's more important in real estate, the actual skills of selling, of working with a buyer or with a seller, or understanding the mental side of real estate, understanding the self-talk to yourself, understanding all those influences that are out there that cause you to start to doubt yourself, which one would be more important? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. Number one, real estate is all about sacrifice. You have to sacrifice certain things to make the amount of money we can make in this industry. And don't get me wrong, making money is fine. That's what drives our society. That's our barter system. That's how it all works. But it shouldn't only be about money. But that being said, we're in an industry where we can make more than doctors that have to go to school for 10 years. Think about that. So it's an amazing industry, but you've got to sacrifice your weekends. You've got to sacrifice your evenings. You've got to sacrifice holidays. Sometimes, unfortunately, you have to sacrifice family time. But you only have to do that really in the beginning. And by the beginning, I probably mean 5 years. Because real estate is not, you get in, you do well, you get out. If you're a successful real estate agent, you never retire. That's why you see these agents, I was going to say old agents, but I'm 60 now and been selling for 34 years, so I suppose I'm one of them. I don't want to retire. I love my job. I love what I do. I've gotten to a point where it's enjoyable. Yes, there's ups and downs during the day, during the week, during the month, during the year. But this is a job that I love. But in those early years, 5 years, I had to make a lot of sacrifices. So if you're not prepared to do that, if you're not prepared to go on vacation and still have your phone and your laptop, if you want the weekends off, if you want to finish business at 5 o'clock and forget about work, you are in the wrong industry. Number two, you have to be clear on what the payoff is. Now I know there's money, so is the payoff for you making a lot of money? If it is, that's okay. And figure out how much money is a lot of money. Is it $10,000 a month, $100,000 a month, or more? What is that amount of money that's going to make you happy? For other people, it's just the prestige of running a business. For other people, it might be the satisfaction of helping a first-time buyer. I know my wife, Kim, she pretty much worked with the buyers in our business relationship. She got huge satisfaction about helping a buyer get into a house, especially their first house, when possibly they didn't think they would be either A, able to afford it, or B, find what they're looking for. So that's where that satisfaction for her happened. So what's the satisfaction for you? And you have to understand that, or maybe the payoff is a better word. What's the payoff for you? Why are you doing this? Why are you going to sacrifice everything for this industry? What's the payoff for you? Be clear on that, because if you're not, you will get beat up and you won't last. Number three, understanding your DNA and how you're made up will help you write goals to achieve the things you want to achieve in real estate. And it's simply this. For goal setting, do you move towards pleasure or do you move away from pain? Do you have a fear of poverty or do you see that new car and you want to work towards that and that's what drives you? Which one are you? And you need to know which one you are because that will help you set your goals. Some people brush their teeth to have beautiful, white, pristine teeth. Other people brush their teeth to not have cavities. Which one are you? Do you move away from pain, cavities, or do you move towards pleasure, beautiful, white teeth? And it doesn't matter which one you are, but you have to understand that when you're writing your goals because that will help you determine what your motivation is to keep you going. My wife, Kim, moves away from pain. Me, I move towards pleasure. As a partnership, that works really well. The next one's a quote from Jordan Peterson. I actually heard it yesterday, or actually I saw it in my Instagram feed. It said, "What you want the most will be found where you least want to look." And I've really thought about that for my business. And I mean, simple things in real estate. I know prospecting works. That's the last thing I really want to look at is that. So I try everything else. I try ways of prospecting where I don't have to do the work. But the truth is, where I least want to look is where the answer is, which is just getting out, doing the hard yards. For me in the beginning, it was door knocking. And I'm talking about an active type of prospecting, not a passive type of prospecting like social media. But for you, think about that for your business. What you need most is where you want to look the least. So always think about that as you're moving through your business. And once you understand that, and it can come from your subconscious mind where it's controlling you and you're unaware of it, to your conscious mind where now you at least understand it's there and you can have some control over it. That's the objective. And number five, again, this is not mine, but if you always do what you always done, you always get what you always got. Meaning, if something's not working for you, don't keep doing it. Yeah, we often say practice makes perfect. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. You have to be doing the right thing for the result to happen. So if something's not working, working harder at it won't achieve the result. It just doesn't make sense. So I was always okay with trying something new. In fact, the way my wife and I, Kim, we ran our business was probably 60% of what we did was absolutely solid and working. 20% we were kind of testing, and the other 20% was really crazy idea stuff. And crazy idea stuff 30 years ago was voicemail. Crazy idea stuff, 30 years ago was the fax machine. Let's start using the fax to send contracts. Now it's completely different. Crazy ideas will be in social media marketing, it will be in Snapchat, it might be in TikTok and these different mediums. But have part of your business be kind of crazy and out there, and have some goals around that stuff that's on the fringe, because that fringe stuff, once you get a handle on it, you'll be the first one to do it. And remember my saying from a few videos ago, it's always better to be first than better. You'll get more traction in the consumer's mind if you're the first to do something than being the second or third person, even if you're better than the first person. And just think VHS and beta tapes, and that will be the answer to that question. Okay, thank you. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to be reminded for another video. I'm doing at least 2 a week right now. Have a great day.